Welcome everybody. This is my first time I get to play in my town. How you guys doing? All right, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I know you guys really wanna know, how do we make the money? What is the meta on GridCraft? Wow, in 2021? Well, I'll tell you, it's not flying into stuff. Right now, the Minecraft meta on GridCraft is 100% pumpkins. Without a doubt, it is pumpkins. You see this massive tower in front of me? Pumpkins. I don't know how to explain it other than pumpkins. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to build a pumpkin farm on GridCraft to make millions. And to really prove to you that I make millions, I'm showing you a time lapse right now from last night. 10 hours of footage. I accidentally left my computer running and recording, and I was able to capture 10 hours of money making from my pumpkin farms. I am not kidding. This makes a crazy amount of money. Keep in mind, GridCraft is an economy-based server. So if there is a money-making meta, it will most likely be removed after a few days or a few weeks. So this massive tower that I made, I probably spent over 16 hours of my IRL time building. I do know that eventually might be worthless. So if you make this, this is your warning. They may nerf this tomorrow. Hey, anybody from GridCraft? If you could not nerf it until I make 100 million, that'd be really cool. But if you do, I understand. But if you don't, I love you and I'll give you a cookie. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, let's build this thing. Let's do it. Okay, I got too excited and I forgot to explain what a VoidChest is. What is a VoidChest? Gabe Barbosa's VoidChest. So this VoidChest has made me $2.9 million. Oh my goodness. It has sold 304,000 items. 0 items have been purged, and the current charge is 1 day, 7 hours, and 14 minutes. What does a VoidChest do? Well, a VoidChest will pick up anything inside of a chunk. For those of you who don't know, chunks are a 16 by 16 block radius. If you would like to see your chunks, as I see here, these lines, just press F3 plus G to see all available chunks. When the VoidChest picks something up, it's going to perform a series of actions, and we're going to go through that right now. You can turn on and off the hologram. So if you don't want that big old hologram off, you can turn that off. The VoidChest has an auto sell feature. If you would like it to not auto sell, you can feel free to click this and it will no longer sell. It will collect instead of selling. The VoidChest inventory will fill up with whatever items that it can receive. If you have auto sell turned off, it will constantly fill. As you see here, mine is filling now. The VoidChest also has the ability to turn off collecting chunk items. If you are working on a farm or doing something like that, you can turn off the collection of chunk items. Delete non-sellable items. This is why it's dangerous to put a VoidChest in your home. I would still not do it no matter what. But this is the only safety net of using a VoidChest to make sure you don't lose your items. So if you're gonna put it anywhere near you might drop something important, make sure you have that disabled. Finally, the last and most important thing is the charge. The VoidChest charge is how it stays running. As you can see, I have I have 1 day and 7 hours remaining. If I go ahead and click on this a bunch of times, I will go to the max allotted time, which is 1 day, 23 hours, and the remaining amount of minutes I had left over. That is what the VoidChest does. That is important to know, which is why we do not want to make this in a house, which I'm about to say. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Past Gabe. Editing Gabe, it was nice to talk to Past Gabe. Past Gabe, kick it off. Go away! Hey, and we're getting ready to get started. So there's 2 key things we want to remember. 1, we already know not to put it under our house. But 2, this farm needs light. So if you're going to build it underground, like I am going to build it underground, you actually need a little bit more than 1 chunk. Just keep that in mind. And for everyone wondering where you get VoidChests, you can get them out of vote keys. You can get them off of the AH/AH. People are selling them in the auction house. And you can also get them by trading with other players. A lot of players have VoidChests they are not using, so feel free to use that chat and maybe try and get a couple of VoidChests for yourself. Who knows? Let's get started with this build. So you have to start inside of a chunk. For those of you who don't know, a chunk is a 16 by 16 area. If you would like to see chunks like I am seeing it right now, all you have to do is press F3 plus G. So once you can see your chunk and you've decided where to begin, you can either clear out this chunk like my town did below and get the entire chunk cleared out, or if you would like, you can build it above ground. I already have one above ground, so I'm gonna build it below. And then you're gonna start placing dirt. You're gonna place dirt in the entire chunk. So you're gonna do 1 layer of dirt. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. For anybody wondering if you can get this farm done without a void chest, I will explain that at the very end on how to do this without a void chest. But a void chest is critical for making literally hundreds of thousands offline, but there is a way to do this system while still online. All right, next up, I gotta clear out spaces in the wall to set lights. Like I said, I have one above ground. I highly recommend you guys make yours above ground. But since I'm making mine below ground, which some of you might, you need to cut out a space on the side that is too high and fill it with lights. Now it's time to irrigate. So we're gonna go 4 blocks in, and on the 5th block, we are going to place a half slab on the bottom half of the block. This is what will make it stackable and hydrate the entire farm. So we're gonna go 4 blocks. On the 5th block, you place the half slab. Just make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block, place your half slab. Make sure you're doing it right, because if you do this part wrong, the next part is going to be really annoying when you figure out that you messed up. After that, we're gonna go ahead and place our water buckets. Put a water bucket in each half slab, and then it's time for the pumpkins. Now we go ahead and place our pumpkin seeds. You're just going to place a pumpkin seed on every other slot. You're gonna start in a corner just so you don't lose track of what's going on, and just place it on every other single slot. If you want, you can go all the way across diagonally. You can go in squares, whatever pattern works for you, just to make sure that you don't mess up. But check every single time, especially if there's lag like that, you'll see that the seed won't place. Gotta make sure, because it's a lot harder to get in there once everything else is going on. I'm just kidding. It's not about to get intense. All right, next part is easy as well. We just need some observers. Honestly, I make so much money from my farm, it's actually easier and cheaper for me to buy observers than it is for me to craft them. All you have to do for these observers is place them on top of every single seed facing down. So I'm gonna use my fly. I'm just gonna go ahead and fly up here and place it down, and then I can get on top and go across. Now, I know that you see, and I also see that I missed a massive section with seeds. This is what I'm talking about. You got to pay attention, because once you make like 30 of these, honestly, you kind of just start forgetting. But go ahead and place observers on top of every single seed once they're all placed. Congratulations, you have now made a sea of observers. Now you're gonna fly into the sea, and you're going to go ahead and place pistons in every single empty space except above your water half blocks. That's where we're gonna place a light source to make sure that everything is nice and lit up. Now, I realize that some of you may not have an elytra and you don't know how to jump and dive under this, so I wanted to make it very, very simple. If you place a trapdoor on the bottom half of the first observer you see, you can open up the trapdoor, stand facing the observer and trapdoor, close it. It'll now push you into this crawl mode. If you see me here, I'm crawling on the floor now, and you can actually crawl forwards and go under the observer blocks. This will actually push you out and under. You can see all the things are moving. You can see, look at it, it's doing pumpkins while we're live. But I just want to show you this just in case you don't know how to do this. Again, all you need to do, place the trapdoor on the bottom half of the observer, open it, face the trapdoor in the observer, close it while you're in front of it, and then you can freely move under it to place your pistons. So if you don't have an elytra, you can still easily do this task. This is the way to do that. Now pay attention to where that watering hole is. As you can see, I go up kind of often to check to make sure everything's looking good, because putting one piston in the wrong place really screws with you. And if you're not paying attention, you'll do what I just did, and you'll fall inside of the water, and then you have to break out. And then if you don't have any fly time remaining, it's really annoying. You have to TP out. So just pay attention, make sure you don't do what I do, get back under there and finish this up. You are literally minutes away from having your first layer of your pumpkin farm done. All of our pistons are in place, and now it's time for the fun part. You just get to put redstone on top of every single observer. So literally just put redstone on top of every observer. I go diagonally, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing as I said in my tutorial series when I do rocks. I love doing some type of pattern just so I don't lose my mind. So sometimes I go diagonally, sometimes I go crisscross, whatever. But you're gonna place a redstone on every single observer. It's really easy to see when you make a mistake, like I made 2 there. If there is a line of redstone anywhere, you did something wrong. This is now our final step. You are going to take any block you would like that is opaque, it means non-glass, non-see-through block, and place it in between every single piece of redstone. And then your farm is fully functional. Yes, that's it. And then your farm is fully functional and you are ready to make money. Now, the farm is stackable, it is tierable, and we're gonna show you that too. But once you get every single block placed, you can see here, oh, look at it. It's amazing. Look at the farm, it's done. It's already working. Every time the growth state of a single pumpkin stem changes, it will smash all 4 directions of that stem, which means every single time a pumpkin grows, the likelihood of it getting destroyed is almost instantaneous. Now, as for stacking, this is it. All you have to do is put dirt on top of every single block. A really helpful tool, so you don't have to count in anymore, is everywhere there's a glowstone, you're just going to go ahead and place that half slab. Anytime you see glowstone, place the half slab. So you can see here, I messed up. I didn't place the half slab. Where is it? Where's it supposed to be? Hello, glowstone, where are you? Glowstone! Ah, there it is. Place a half slab, and that's it. So tiering this farm is extremely, extremely simple. Place the half slab, put the water in, and start the whole process over again. All right, everybody, it's been all night long. Look at my chest inventory. All right, we now have a completely done auto pumpkin farm. Completely done. You can see I am making 1,300. I'm making between 1,000 and 1,500. I believe it's every 6 seconds. I don't know. Let's count it. All right. We're going to wait for the next one. We're going to time it right now on screen together. All right. 1,400 timer has been set. Let's see how long it takes for me to earn something else. There we go. 1 minute and 22 seconds. So it looks like I'm selling it every 2 minutes. We're going to go ahead and turn this on now, which is going to obviously sell a massive chunk because it's going to sell everything I have in here, which goes for, I don't even know how much. 18,000, holy frick. Okay, so we know a full inventory sells for 18K. This is gonna collect another massive chunk of what was still available up there, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna collect a bunch of what was up here and sell that too. So we gotta give that a second. Also, I haven't put glass in here yet, so we're losing some of our product over here on the sides, if you check. See, we're losing some product. It's okay, though. We'll get this. Oh, you guys are the best. I have people telling me to get my alt online so I can start making my MC MMO video, which I will be making right after this video. But that's it. This 1-layer farm will give you about 50 to 150 bucks every single time it procs, every single time it sells. That might not sound like a lot. It is immensely a lot. It's crazy how much money that turns out being, especially if you make multiple layers. So if you want to make money on GridCraft, if you want to make millions, literally millions without doing anything, set up these farms. Again, I highly recommend them to be above ground if you can. If you can't, make them below ground, but make sure they are properly lit. This farm is not even properly lit or have glass sealing it in. Take the time, do it the right way, and you are going to make so much money, especially because the MCOM Mall opens up in 2 days as of recording. And if you're not ready to buy some planes and vehicles, I don't know what to tell you. I just gave you the secret. Now it's time to do it. Woo! All right, sorry, we're doing some trades in there. Now, I want to just go ahead and see how much money I have. Flex it all! Okay, there we go. We are sitting at 5.54 million. Now, for those of you who know me on the server, you know that I tend to put most of my money into my town. So the town's currently sitting at 2.2 million. I dropped about 1.9 million in the past couple days, but we've been using it for expansions. And we just got some crazy new stuff. I just commissioned this yesterday from one of my town members, and I'm so excited. Do you see it? This is why I'm doing this. I want everybody to be able to have really cool towns and build a bunch of stuff. So show me your stuff. You know, if you want to tweet me on Twitter, let me know, ooh, this is my pumpkin fart that I made with your video. That would be awesome. I'd love to see what you guys are making. I'd love to see what you guys do. So hit me up on Twitter. I'm also going to be playing GridCraft a lot live on Twitch. So go ahead and follow my Twitch and make sure you're there because maybe I'll do giveaways on Twitch. All right, guys, I hope everybody has enjoyed this lovely video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button And I know this isn't a Towny tutorial giveaway, but we'll do it anyways. Comment on this video with something and your Towny name. Make sure you put your Minecraft Towny name. If you don't, you won't win. And I'll give you away, I'll be giving away 100K in Towny cash. All right, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you all later. Goodbye, Among Us guy. See you later. For anybody who wants to make this without using a void chest, all you need to do is place hoppers under every single piece of dirt. If you watch this in slow-mo, the pistons extend fully, which will, for a moment, push the pumpkin underground, and it can be picked up by a hopper. You need to make your own storage system, but it's totally possible. Thank you.